What a lovely morning we have here. Welcome back everyone, this is Edward. We are playing some more Minecraft. Things look a lot different, don't they? Don't worry, there's a lot to cover as to what's happened with Minecraft, but we'll get to it. Right now, I'm on the hunt for a farmer villager. Hello, he wants potatoes. A novice farmer villager, if I can find one, because I have some beetroots to sell. And I need to get some experience points. As you can see, I didn't record it, but I did get up to level 60. Unfortunately, I did die after spending some of those. But right now, let's find the villager farmer so I can get my experience and some emeralds, and he can get, or she can get, there we go, there's a novice. Yep, and you want beetroot? Okay, let's sell. Let's get some of that XP for you and for me. There we go. And, yep, one more. Fantastic. That will level you up, won't it? There we go. And that's given me the levels that I need as well. Okay, there we are. Oh, pumpkins. Okay, cool. Pumpkins, and you sell apples. Right, so let's have a look. Remember this building that we had over here? Well, it is much bigger now, as you can see. It's got a second story. The first story, I'll show you, has shrunk a little bit. Now we just got the lectern table. I need to put some bookshelves in there. And we've got the study table over there, and the lantern still. And we have a little stairway up to my enchanting room. We've got a lapis over here, which I'm going to be using to enchant my chest plate. So we're going to put that in there. We're just going to give it a small enchantment. Blast protection, better than nothing. All my leather armor, unfortunately, dissolved away. And here's the my enchanting books. The books I've enchanted, because I do prefer to enchant the books. I have enchanted some diamond tools, but I don't have the best of luck when it comes to enchanting. That's one thing. That's one thing that, there we go, some bookshelves. I'll buy those later, but not now. I have thousands and thousands of videos of previous Minecraft games that I played, but unfortunately some of the topics are a little bit cruder, and my personality is a bit different, a bit more frantic, let's say. But check out these machines. Oh, I think that's the first time it's actually worked. Right now we have automated sugarcane farms. This big building here, well, we're moving into the industrial age. As soon as the factory's been made, but 6. There we go, it's better than nothing. I need to build. Oh, yes, we got a worker. These here are these cool devices. I like the sound of the rail cart going backwards and forwards. It kind of makes it feel like there's this machinery in the village now. We're moving from the well, I kind of want it to be in a medieval industrial age, if such a thing existed. Kind of like steampunk in a way. That would be an excellent idea for a village. And you know what, this is, I guess we could have something around here, but one thing I know is that a lot of redstone can cause games to be a bit laggy. So not that this is on a server, but just something I don't know if it may affect the game or not. But yes, we've got ourselves an enchanting room finally, and we have ourselves big industrial building being built at the moment. And yes, the obvious thing, which I haven't mentioned yet, the game is modded. I downloaded what did I download? I downloaded Optifine and I installed it, and then it took a little while, but I got there in the end. And then I downloaded oh goodness me, it has now left my brain. Oh, that block there shouldn't be there. Let's grab that there. Okay, I'm gonna have to stack myself up and grab it. What else did I download? This texture pack. Not a texture pack, but it's all part of it's a shader pack that I got after watching a tutorial on how to make an automated sugarcane farm. There's a few different designs out there. The one I watched was from a YouTuber called Captain Owl. We've got all our stuff here, just in case you were wondering what I was doing. A guy called Captain Owl, and I've watched another YouTuber by the name of Mumbo. Both of their links for their different builds will be in the description below. Not that Mumbo Jumbo needs any help getting views. My goodness me, that gentleman certainly has quite the following. And I've watched a few of his videos and they're very entertaining. And he goes on to, he's on the what was it? Hermitcraft. He's on the Hermitcraft server. I think that's what they're called. And he jumped onto another server. And my goodness me, these people, they make amazing, huge machines that take, in Minecraft, that takes months and months to build. And there's something weird going on here. That's what's weird. The legs are too close to the back legs are too close to the getting all tongue twisted here. The front legs and the back legs aren't far away enough, so I need to move the back legs a bit closer to the wall over here. And we got the windows of the factory here, so I want to be able to look in and see the machines are rumbling and working away. And I don't know how big this place is going to be, but I want to have at least 4 machines built in. So my idea is that this factory is a little bit further back from where we are now, and it might encroach upon my zombie XP grinder just there. But to be honest with you, I don't really use it, so it's just there for decoration. If such a thing can be said about an XP farm. There we go. Let's grab that and grab that. Okay. So we're just putting down our hoppers here. This is what's going to help transport all the collected sugarcane to the chest that we have. Right. This is not my design, and I've never done a tutorial for such a thing like this. I'm only ever good for getting out of the nether. Okay. So now we're going to put our powered rail down and our regular rail, and that's going to be what drives our minecart back and forth. It's a hopper minecart, which we need to craft right here. 1 hopper, 1 minecart. There we go. My goodness me, Minecraft has changed so much from what I remember. And there we go. We stick that there and that there. That's going to keep our minecart from going off the edge. And what else do we need to do here? We need to make sure these rails are powered. So we're going to stick our redstone down there. That's good. And our other redstone. And off goes the minecart. Oh. It's only just dawning on me that I've done this back to front. I want to have the minecart facing the windows, so I need to. I'll stop you just now. I'm going to remove the put the redstone blocks on the other side. I don't have to do any major changes, thank heavens. And there we go. So yes, I got this obviously I have this new design, the shader pack adds a shade effect to the whole game, and it looks so pretty, I think, and I'm very happy that I did it. It did take me a little while to do it. I had some trouble installing it. I've never ever done modded Minecraft before, but I'm glad I've done it now. It just means I've got to, I guess, keep updating it whenever I need to, whenever Minecraft itself updates. And we're going to make myself some polished andesite. One thing I've learned is, my golly, when you start to do big projects like this, you go through your resources oh so quickly. But that's okay, I can always mine some more. Oh my word, but the people that do these massive Minecraft builds, like the machines that literally cut through massive sections of Minecraft, like massive self-working quarries, they talk about the millions upon millions of blocks that they're processing through, and I wish I had the patience to work on such big projects like that, but I really couldn't. I mean, what I'm doing here is probably the biggest I could ever do and have the patience to make. Okay, there's the dirt for our sugarcane. We need to put some water down in that little trough as well that we've got, or soon to have. Okay, that's my way of getting up, so I won't block that off just yet. There we go, that's our trough that we end up eventually covering, but that's okay. The water still feeds the sugarcane. There we go. How pretty does the water look, especially the reflection. And it's only just now I realized I'm going to have to update my intro to the Minecraft videos, and I'm going to put in outro as well. I haven't made an outro yet for my series, but I think now's the time to make an outro. And considering we're at 100 videos, I know it's not that impressive, is it? 25 videos, but I'm getting there. Okay, making sure this is the right height. 5, then 4, and there is our observers. I've never worked with observers before, but my heavens, they are such a useful bit of redstone toolology. I don't know what I'm trying to say. They're very useful, but we put down our pistons first, right here. Okay, and then we will... Wait, okay, I'm just got to make sure I've got everything. The sun is going down. We need to cover up this water. We don't need to cover up the water, but it helps sugarcane from falling into the water and not being collected by the hopper cart. As the sun goes down, oh boy, I'm getting a bit chilly now. It is our winter, so it is getting... the days are getting cooler. Though apparently the days aren't going to be... our winters aren't going to be as cold anymore due to climate change, global warming and all that. It's a bit of a scary thought, isn't it? Though I do like the warmer weather. I don't want to compromise the world's stability and nature and all. Oh, I didn't get that jump across. I need to try a bit harder next time. And yeah, as much as I like warmer weather, I don't want it to be at the sacrifice of the planet. So yes, eventually I plan to move to a warmer part of Australia if I can. If I can. I don't know if I'll be able to afford it, but we'll see what happens. The future, you never know what the future holds. Put our redstone there, down. That's what's going to help the circuit, the current, go from our observers to our pistons. And the way it works is once the sugarcane grows and updates the block in front of the observer gets the signal and then powers the redstone, which then powers the, just checking the height here, which then powers the pistons, which knocks off the second layer of the sugarcane, causing all the bits of excess sugarcane to fall down below, which is then collected by the hopper cart. The hopper cart then transfers it to the hoppers, and then eventually, as soon as I have a chest. All these mechanisms that people make are absolute. I'm astounded by how smart people are, and I love robots and circuitry and technology, but I don't know a single thing about how it all works. There's a bunch of currents and a bunch of essentially binary see, I don't even know the right words for it. Binary signals, yes and no, on and off. So I wish I could understand how it worked, but I don't. Oh, there we go. I was just testing to make sure it worked, but I don't understand. I'm sure if I read all the books about it, I could understand it, but right now I just don't understand how it works, and I can't squeeze through that hole there, so there we go. Oh, dearie me. So we are going to be heading back to make ourselves a chest eventually, which I need to do, but I also need to grab some glass. There we are. And we're going to fill in, because without the glass, I discovered a lot of the sugarcane will fall out to the front and not be collected, and we don't want that. So we'll put that in first, because that's we don't want to lose any sugarcane. And until I've got the chest installed, the hoppers will just hold the excess sugarcane. Not that it's really growing excessively fast, I must admit. I'm not too sure why that is. I don't know if it's because it's so enclosed or what it could be, but if I've got a few of these going, I'm sure it won't really matter too much. Ideally, it would be great to have all the hoppers linked up just to one single chest, but that is a massive endeavour, something I've never really worked on before. Maybe one day I'll be able to have it all hooked up, but my goodness me, let's just get these basic little units going for the time being. And I'm sure I could extend these hoppers out to the side, make them much longer than they are, and that could be something I do a bit later. But right now, I'm happy that these little hoppers, self-contained sugarcane farms, are working by themselves without any issue. So let's not go too crazy too quickly. I think that's looking good. I think that's about it. Besides the chest I need to get installed. Do I have one? I don't think, no. I don't, maybe, I'll check. No, I don't have one here. My, oh, hello there, you're a farmer. You got a whole bunch of stuff to sell. But this here that's the factory. Farmers don't work in factories unless they won't even deliver. Farmers won't even deliver the wheat, will they? They just supply the wheat to the to a company that then transfers it over to the mill. Maybe, actually, I don't know. It just goes to show how much I know about farming and the whole industrial side of things. To be honest with you, unless you're really in the business, how much do you know? How much does the average Joe Blow know? So I don't know. Boy, that's a sentence there, right? Isn't there? Isn't it? Oh, dearie me. It's still morning time, and it takes me a lot longer to wake up during the winter. One thing that Australia seems very good at is not having central heating, where every home I seem to visit when I'm in America or in Europe, they did seem to have central heating. So there we go. Well, we don't have much happening just yet. Well, you got to be patient. You got the sugarcane can only grow as fast as it wants. Let's extend out the wall here. As I say, I don't know how long this is going to be. If I can fit a few more machines in, that would be grand. That would be fantastic. And for some reason, all the pictures I saw of big factories have these massive windows all over the place, and I'm guessing it's to let light in so they can save money on electricity. But that's just my guess. Looking at old industrial buildings, I have not really. I've stripped down the last episode. I made the castle gate. I've stripped down the design I was originally kind of haphazardly working on, and I've put in just something a little bit there. Look at that. I love seeing the rocking of the and the sounds and hearing the rocking of the minecart. There's something very, because it's a low rumble, it's quite nice. I'm sure if it was the sound of a screaming baby, I wouldn't like it one bit. But I sleep with the low rumble machine, a noise generator, just a white noise to help me sleep, because I suffer from tinnitus, and it's for those of you that don't know, it's a constant ringing in one's ear, though some people experience different sounds of buzzing or I think hissing as well. I've had it all my life. I've never heard silence before. And to this day, boy, that's hard to see, isn't it? Where the edge of that glass is on the side. To this day, doctors and scientists still aren't 100% sure why it happens. I've looked and read into it, and there's no cure. And there's no idea why it happens. Some say it's in the ear, and some say it's in the brain, and some say it's the nerves in between the ear and the brain that's damaged. We just don't know. But I hope one day they can find a cure or a way to reduce the ringing or the sounds that's produced. But right now I'm just going to remove all this grass here. I'm going to put in a cobblestone floor, and down the middle I think I'll have a white runway, a walking path to guide the workers where to go. I've worked in a factory before, not the most glamorous job, but I'll tell you this. Oh, there goes my shovel. I'll tell you this. The floors were marked out, the edges were marked out in these massive factories with a yellow and black tape that you'd have to follow. And of course there's all types of forklifts and delivery vehicles driving through this factory, so there was zebra crossings, or crosswalks as you say in America, all over the place to signal where you're supposed to walk, and you weren't supposed to deviate from the path. That's for certain. Okay, let's put down the cobblestone first. I think I'll use the diorite, the white diorite, polished diorite, to represent where we're supposed to walk on the floor. Not that it really matters. I'm sure villagers will walk wherever they so desire, and there's nowhere in here that people can get hurt, so it's not that much. It's just, that shouldn't be there. It's just more of an aesthetic more than anything else, which is a lot of what Minecraft is about. And I must admit, I'm not the best builder, but I certainly give it a try. There we go. And I've certainly looked at some designs, some designs of villager. Excuse me. Dearie me, Mr. Impatient right there. Whenever you're feeling a bit impatient, take a breath, realize that things like that happen. We have to wait to teach us to be patient, which is coming from someone that used to be extraordinarily impatient. We can have some white stairs. There we go. And some white flooring. This is the safety floor that people, if you walk on this, you won't get hurt. Unless the roof caves in, but this will keep you out of trouble. But yes, I was never the patient person, that's for certain, and that farmer villager certainly wasn't very patient right there either, it seems. But yes, I had to learn to be patient, and whenever I'm stuck in traffic, or something like I'm waiting in a queue and someone pushes in and I have to wait another 5 minutes to get served, I tell myself there's no point getting upset over something so small and insignificant that won't even matter in a daisy, that's where the pathway is, that won't even matter in 10 minutes. So yes, it's patience every time. So I feel impatient. I feel like I'm getting the dreaded impatient demon on me. I don't even know what to call it. I just tell myself it's okay. This is just a moment. I need to be thankful for this moment, because as soon as this moment's gone, I'm never going to get it again. Alright, let's get rid of this grass here. We're going to put a bit of the supporting slabs on the outside. I'm not going to have any andorite by the end of this, I think. There we go. This really adds the industrial feel, having the supporting beams out the front. Though I must admit, it looks a bit more like a religious building, but I'm not ready to build a cathedral just yet. I saw a picture of a man who built a cathedral out of pebbles, a tiny little thing, and it was amazingly detailed. And I looked at that and thought that would be amazing to make in Minecraft, but whether or not I've got the patience is a whole nother matter. But this this big factory, this is, I think, a nice project for me to be working on for the time being. And when you industrialize the world, it means our villagers can have more resources to buy and sell, which is good. But it's not exactly the best thing for the environment, is it? Though I'll try and make this as green as possible. It is working with a renewable power source like redstone, so that's good, isn't it? We better light it up, because I don't want things in here spawning. And I'll put in electrical lighting, because a factory needs electrical lighting, doesn't it? And then we're going to be certainly moving into the 21st century of electricity and stuff like that. Yeah, there we go. Not a bad start. Looking good. I need to make another layer. And I'm going to have workbenches in here, so it looks like we've got workers in the factory working hard. I don't know which villager I want to have in there, but I'll worry about that later. There we go. I didn't know I could do that. Okay, let's put the torch back, and we are going to look at that skill. We're going to pop into bed. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.